Hi friends, this is Ashima. Welcome to another episode with me on Reconnecting Kids. In our last episode, we discussed about MB12, how crucial it is, how effective it is as per surveys and as per research in bringing about language, improving cognition and speech in our children. We discussed which are the various forms of B12 and how you can find an alternative to MB12 in case MB12 did not suit your child. In continuation of the same, today I am going to be talking about another key supplement which is also part of the protocol and is often given in conjunction with MB12 to kickstart the methylation or the detoxification process in our bodies. I'm going to be talking about folate today. I'm going to be covering what is folate, what does it do for our children, and most importantly, what are the wrong kinds of folate and how it can be harming not just our children but even a lot of adults as well. Let's begin. So folate is basically vitamin B9. It is really key to a lot of our body's function, including making RBCs. Folate can be abundantly found in a lot of food items such as green leafy vegetables, legumes, etc. However, we have already discussed why getting the required nutrition from food might not be an option for a lot of our children because they are not able to absorb the nutrition directly from food. And that is why, at least to begin with, they need to take help of some external supplements. And folate is no different, and it is really key, and it is also given in conjunction with MB12 to really bring about the process of methylation in their bodies. Now, the right forms of folate is the folinic acid or methylfolate. There are more bioavailable forms, which means that their bodies will be able to absorb this form readily. We've already talked about the MTHFR gene variation, how and why most of our children have this gene variation, because of which they are not able to absorb a lot of nutrients. They are not able to convert some of the vitamins as well. And that is the reason it is so important that we give folate in its right form, which is folinic acid or methylfolate. The folic acid, which is often found in a lot of supplements, in a lot of multivitamins, in a lot of even grocery items actually is not helpful for them because their bodies cannot digest it. In fact, it could prove to be toxic for them as well because it will keep lying in their bodies and not getting digested. In fact, as per Johns Hopkins University's research, they found a very close connection with females, pregnant females who were taking folic acid with an MTHFR gene variation and their children having being diagnosed on the autism spectrum. And the reason is the same because just like the children, these pregnant women also had this gene variant, which is the MTHFR gene variant, and the folic acid did not get digested or converted in the right form, and excess of folic acid was toxic for their bodies and their child's bodies as well. So this is really, really important. You might be wondering why a lot of grocery items might have folic acid. Well, this has to do with a few years ago in America, actually, there was a concerted effort in fortifying a lot of food items. What they saw was that the standard American diet did not provide folate to the people, and because they were not consuming vegetables, legumes, etc. So it was a concerted effort to fortify or enrich a lot of cereals with folate or folic acid. And as well intentioned as this move was, people with MTHFR gene mutation will not be able to digest this, and it could prove to be toxic for them. You could really, as I said, we should be in a habit to read labels. You should really look at the cereals that you consume or give your children and look for folic acid or folic acid or folate in your cereals or any of the grocery items that you buy, and you shouldn't be buying them if you suspect having an MTHFR gene mutation. By the way, the MTHFR gene test, which is not available so far in India, is also available in India. It can be done through a lot of renowned labs. I've seen it with Dr. Lal as well. So earlier, these tests used to go to labs outside India, usually in America. But now the good news is a lot of our labs in India are also doing this test. So you could get that tested if you really want to be sure whether you have an MTHFR gene, or a child has an MTHFR gene variation or mutation or not. You can get that tested. I will leave the text on what test to really look for, where can you find it, so that you can do that. But a more wiser choice would be that if you're seeing these disorders in your children, if you're seeing these symptoms in your children, the chances are very high that they have an MTHFR gene variation, and that is the reason. So it would be wiser to give them folate in its right form, which is methylfolate or folinic acid. I hope you found today's information to be useful. I have been receiving a lot of comments, a lot of emails from you directly, and your questions as well. I will try to cover them in the next episode. I'll be taking up a few questions there. Thank you so much. Goodbye.